Hi everyone, this is Nav, your instructor, and I'm here to pump you up. Well, today I will discuss what is bodybuilding and what is bodybuilding lifestyle. You know, whew, bodybuilding. People say bodybuilding. There are terms, a lot of terms are associated with bodybuilding, like weight training, muscle building. But what's the actual definition of bodybuilding? The exact definition of bodybuilding is training your body, training your muscles with resistance. What kind of resistance? Resistance equipments like barbells, dumbbells, machines, or any kind of weight resistance. You know, now how this thing works. We should thank to God the way He created us, the way He created our muscles. So whenever we will put resistance in our muscle, we will do resistance overload, we will stress our muscle with a heavy weight, it will respond in hypertrophy, by increasing in hypertrophy. So how it will increase in what is hypertrophy? Hypertrophy means muscle size, muscle strength, muscle definition. And when you will fatigue your body with your muscle with a heavy weight, it will respond by increasing in hypertrophy. This is how bodybuilding works. This is the way how God created our body. Whenever we will put a stress in our body, the stress of weights in our muscle, they will respond, they will grow. Now I tell about what are the advantages of bodybuilding lifestyle. We have a lot of advantages we can get from bodybuilding. Bodybuilding, it's a very healthy lifestyle. You feel good, you feel better, you feel confident, your body feels good, you look attractive, you look very appealing. It's a very beautiful, your mind, it feels so great. Whenever you finish workout, you're pumped up, you're charged, you feel life is beautiful, you get so excited, and everything feels so beautiful. You feel good, your body looks better. There are many advantages of bodybuilding that I will discuss in my later videos, but now I tell you about bodybuilding lifestyle. The bodybuilding lifestyle, it's not that easy. If you don't love bodybuilding, you are not into bodybuilding, and you're feeling like, oh, this thing is very tough, I have to train, I have to stay on a nutrition plan, then I tell you honestly, it's not made for you. Because if you don't love it, then you can't do it. It's totally impossible. This is the way bodybuilding works. So bodybuilding lifestyle is not easy. You have to stick on a nutrition plan 24/7. Yes, 24/7. This bodybuilding is not an easy sport. In bodybuilding, you train 24/7. How? Every day you spend 2 hours in a gym. It depends on whatever your program is, how many hours you spend. And then the rest of day and throughout the whole week, you train yourself by staying in a disciplined way. You don't eat bad food, you know it's gonna ruin your progress. You stay mentally strong, you stay disciplined. Bodybuilding sport is the most toughest sport in this world. I don't think so there's any tougher sport than bodybuilding. Here you train 24/7. You train in gym, you break muscles, then you recover your muscles in nutrition, you stick on diet 24/7, and you only cheat when you know you deserve it. Like sometimes after 2 weeks, it depends whatever you're doing, bulking or cutting. So now, if you're not mentally strong, bodybuilding is not made for you. Bodybuilding, it's a tough sport. But you know, there are a lot of advantages of living in such a lifestyle. You learn a lot, you learn discipline, and of course the one other thing I want to tell you, sleep. You must need 8 hours sleep. 8 hours sleep is must. And if you can't sleep 8 hours 7 days, then I will recommend, then try to sleep 8 hours at least 5 days and sleep 6 hours rest of days. It will be better. So yeah, I tell you the other thing about bodybuilding. I was telling, bodybuilding teaches you discipline. Bodybuilding teaches you a lot. Your mental drive, your ability to think changes. Bodybuilding, anything you can do from bodybuilding, like whatever you do in bodybuilding, those rules you learned from gym, you can apply to your everyday lifestyle, and you will exceed. I'm telling you, I tried myself. The things I learned from gym, the way I work, I took them out from gym and applied on my daily lifestyle. The same mental, the goal setting, discipline, the way of work and everything. I succeeded in whatever I'd done, honestly. And the best example of this is Arnold Schwarzenegger. The guy won 7 Mr. Olympia. See how disciplined, how dedicated, what kind of mental drive that guy had back then. He even still he have today, but now he doesn't have that. He's not into that goal. But when Arnold Schwarzenegger won 7 Olympias, 5 Mr. Universe, Mr. World, so many titles, the things he learned in gym, he applied in real estate, he applied in movies, and the same things, the same way of discipline he applied on politics, and he conquered everything. He conquered whatever, and the same things, the same way of discipline he applied on politics, and he conquered everything. He conquered whatever things he learned from bodybuilding, he applied in his other everyday tasks, and he won. He got them. You see, this is how bodybuilding can improve, what bodybuilding can do. Bodybuilding has a lot of advantages, but the thing is, you need to, when you're doing bodybuilding, you need to stay disciplined, you need to learn. If you're not loving it and you think, oh, my life, what I'm doing, this is not for me, I can't eat, I can't enjoy with my friends, etc., then I'm telling you honestly, if you're feeling like this way and you're doing bodybuilding, then bodybuilding is not made for you. I'm telling you, you have a very, very weak mental attitude. You need to change your mental attitude. You need to learn. If you love bodybuilding, then these things shouldn't be bothering you, because at the end you're doing it for what you're loving. You're not doing it for someone else, or you're not doing it for to please others. You're just doing bodybuilding because you love it, and that's what most important thing you need to learn. So I tell you a little bit about contest lifestyle. Contest bodybuilding lifestyle, whoever competes, it's not an easy thing. A champion bodybuilder, he's a very special breed of a man. There's a lot that goes into bodybuilding during the contest preps. You are on caloric deficit. You're burning a lot of energy. Then you are consuming from your food. The food that is giving your energy is very less as compared to the energy you're burning out there. You have to stay very, very disciplined. You can't cheat. 12 weeks, 16 weeks, depends on for how long you're prepping. For some people, prep takes like 20 weeks. For some people, it takes 16 weeks. Depends on how much body fat you're holding. For some people, it may take 12 weeks. It depends on how much body fat you are holding when you started. So I tell you, during the contest prep, people train 6 days, almost. Some people train 7 days, and sometimes so there are some people who are training twice a day. Yes, twice a day. Back in golden era, back in 60s, 70s, they used to train 5 hours a day. Yes, 5 hours a day. And today people don't train that much because we have a lot of knowledge in bodybuilding. Today we have sea of knowledge. Even 60s and 70s there was a lot of knowledge too, but with years and years, with more research about body and everything, knowledge increased. So today there are a lot of things, and people don't train 5 hours continuously in a day, but can you imagine training 5 hours a day back then? How Arnold, Franco and everyone, they did construction jobs, they did their normal everyday job, they trained 5 hours a day, they did other things, they stayed on diet. Can you imagine what kind of dedication was required back then? Today people train like 2 hours, even if they're prepping for contest, but back then they were training 5 hours in a day. See why? And they never felt sorry, they never felt anything bad. They enjoyed it. Why? Because they loved it. If you love bodybuilding, your coach tells you you have to train this, you say happily, yes, I will train this much. I will stick on diet. I will stay on diet. It doesn't matter. My goal is very important. The final physique that I'm visualizing is very important. If I have to achieve that, I have to stick with my diet. This is the kind of mentality you need. One cheat meal, one bad food can take me away from my goal. Then I will achieve it later. Before it was taking me 12 weeks and I'm cheating, then it will take me 16 weeks or 14 weeks. You see, this is how to reach that body fat percentage that you're aiming for. This is how bodybuilding works. So the more you will cheat, the more you will eat bad food, you're gonna delay your own progress. It isn't gonna bother me, it isn't gonna bother anyone else. You will get upset because you're not giving that much, not giving 100%. So this is what bodybuilding lifestyle is all about. And even if you're bulking, you're gaining weight, I believe you can't cheat as long as you don't deserve it. Like, if your progress is very good, you can cheat in 2 weeks. And if your progress is not that good, then I will suggest you to, even if you're bulking, I'm not talking about cutting right now, then you can cheat in 4 weeks or 6 weeks. But cheating all depends on your progress. Remember this thing. If your progress is good, even some people I know, their progress is very good, program is working very good, they cheat in 10 days, once in 10 days. But if the progress is not very good during bulking, they cheat after 6 weeks or 8 weeks. You see, this is how bodybuilding works. So you can't say, oh, my heart, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to eat this. No, you have to stay disciplined. This lifestyle is not easy, and if you don't love bodybuilding, then it's not made for you. Remember, goal is more important in bodybuilding. How you are looking and the way you will achieve it, that's more important than eating or thinking about your cravings and everything. You have to stay mentally strong. You have to stay mentally disciplined. This is what bodybuilding teaches you. Remember. And in my next video, I will tell you about physiques, what type of physiques are there, and everything else. So take care, guys. Have a good day. This is Nav, your instructor. And remember, I'll be back.